Don't check your dial, folks. You didn't tune in to Transylvania's public access station. No, sir. Tonight is Halloween.
Good evening, meatballs, and welcome to another episode of Mr. MeatHook's Shitty Video Reviews, where I take a look at the best of the worst of the worst, and I tell if it's good shit, bad shit, or even worth the shit. In all seriousness, though, welcome to the Mr. MeatHook's Shitty Video Reviews Halloween Special. And as such, today we will be reviewing the WNUF Halloween Special from 2013.
You're watching the WNUF Halloween Special.
Directed by Chris LaMartina and a bunch of other people. Chris LaMartina is most known, to me anyways, for directing Amerikill and Dead Teenagers, which is, they're both shot on video. One of them was a teenage slasher, meaning he made it as a teenager and as a slasher. So I really enjoyed this special. If you're looking for like a scare a minute or a blood feast, this is not the movie for you. But if you are looking for a very faithful, very authentic feeling recreation of the awkwardness of 90s live TV specials.
Do you believe in ghosts?
No, but I know who to call if there are.
Is that right? Yeah, and who would that be?
Ghostbusters.
Oh, very funny. Okay.
100% recommend this. So many great commercials during this. It starts off as a newscast and then goes to a live event special where a reporter and a group of people are going to be investigating a house where a guy killed his parents, stored them in the basement. And yeah, it progresses really, really great. I really dig it. There were times where it felt a little slow. So, I mean, this isn't a perfect film. It felt a little slow at times, a little repetitive. The commercials did seem to get a little tedious because they went to commercial breaks so often, but sometimes it was just for one commercial.
The latest games. The latest toppings. We've got it all. Pizza and video games. Right here at Tokens Video Arcade and Pizzeria.
And it just seemed like they were trying to fill space, which is, I get it. You know, they're not making your standard movie. They're making something replicating a TV special. So I understand that, you know, we're not looking at a regular narrative story like you see in most movies. But either way, I do recommend this. It's not going to be for everybody. Not everyone's going to enjoy it. There were a lot of great homages to shot on video and B-movie directors. The ones I remember right off the top of my head where there were references to J.R. Bookwalter, Todd Sheets, and Dave Dakota. But as the events of the movie unfold, as I said, they're following a group of paranormal investigators trying to see if the Weber house is haunted. And they try to perform a live seance. It's really awkward. They keep getting calls from people that are just fucking around. The movie's not completely, void of scare and gores, but there's very, very little, and it's mostly in the last couple minutes. Kind of a slow burn, but not so much because they're constantly pushing the story on, even though it's not your typical narrative. One thing I found interesting was that the newscast was filmed in one day, and all the segments at the house were filmed in 2 days. So I thought that was really cool. They were able to get that all together. I'm sure there's deleted footage out there. I don't have the disc. I watched it on Shudder, which is where it's currently streaming. But I did really enjoy it, and I think you guys should check it out. On my Dookie rating, I'm going to go ahead and give this 3.5 Dookies, which if you're moving it to, an IMDb rating, that's a 7 out of 10 or 3.5 out of 5. I did thoroughly enjoy it. So I suggest that you guys check it out if you're into that kind of stuff. Anyways, guys, I do want to thank you so much for taking time out of your Halloween or whatever day you happen to be watching this on taking time out of your day to watch. I want you to be cool, be spoopy, and support independent horror. Deuces.